All electrical work must be performed by a qualified electrician. Only a qualified electrician using the personal protective equipment and following the procedures recommended in NFPA 70E should ever attempt service or repair of or near an energized area or component of the machine. Whenever maintenance is performed while the equipment is electrically energized, there is a potential electric arc flash hazard. Refer to NFPA 70E for the personal protective equipment required when working with electrically energized components. Pneumatic and hydraulic components may move unexpectedly if not de-energized. Physically restrain any components capable of movement when working on or near those components. Note: the terms traveling end and carriage end are used interchangeably in the Cyber and CyberA saw documentation. When you have a Profibus encoder fault error on your CyberA saw and you only have one encoder showing red on the fault screen, it is typically the result of the encoder losing its 24-volt DC power. This is normally caused by a couple of things: a bad power cable, a bad power tee of a bad encoder. Before taking any action, make sure at least 2 e-stop devices are tripped. First, we will try changing the yellow power cable attached to the encoder. If that does not work, then try plugging the power cable into a different power tee. If you get the same result, then replace the encoder. If you have a number of different encoders highlighted in red on the screen, then this is normally caused by a loose data cable connection somewhere within the Profibus encoder circuit, or it can be caused by a bad data cable or bad encoder. If the cables do not show signs of damage, following this example, you can locate the Profibus encoder circuit on page 20 of the electrical schematic drawing number B90507. First, look and see if any of the purple data cables look damaged. It does not take much to damage the cables. If any of the cables show signs of damage, replace them. Next, locate the terminating resistor. It is normally located on the top of the moving carriage frame screwed onto the data cable from the last encoder on the saw. It looks like a black pineapple. Now, unscrew it and take it to a stationary end of the saw. Locate the data cable that runs to the traveling end of the saw. Unscrew the connection. When unscrewing the cable connections, always look at the male connector and make sure it has 5 pins. If it has less, replace the cable. Screw the terminator onto the cable from the last encoder on the stationary end. If all of the encoders on the stationary end are green, then the problem is on the traveling end. If the screen looks the same as it did, then the problem is on the stationary end. Through this process of elimination, we have just cut the saw in half, allowing us to determine which end of the saw has the problem. If the problem is on the traveling end, unscrew the terminator and reconnect the 2 data cables. Next, locate the data cable coming out of the angle 4 encoder. Unscrew the cable connection and screw the terminator onto the cable coming out of the angle 4 encoder. This will cut the traveling end in half. If every encoder from that point back to the stationary end is green, then the problem is in the center line 3, angle 3, or carriage length encoder.